I just got a divorce from the most evil man ever.
No, I don't listen to you, miss.
Please stop your power.
Last chance.
Please stop your power.
Move out of the way.
Oh my God, Dad! You're arresting me!
I'm not calming down. Put my car back down.
Karens come in all shapes, sizes, and financial backgrounds. But what happens when those Karens are among the wealthiest percent of society? Today, we're taking a look at 3 cases of millionaire Karens who think that just because they have money, they can get away with everything. Beginning with the case of 38-year-old Ashley Lauren Morgan, who on the Thanksgiving morning of November 24th, 2022, was pulled over by police officers after almost hitting a group of runners with her car. Ashley was originally stopped for reckless driving, where she refused to give her name, ID, or any other information, and instead decided to speed off when the police officers told her she was risking an arrest. But as she would soon realize, this would have been her first step into jail.
Stop her. Shut the car off, ma'am. Shut the car off.
Freaking Thanksgiving. I just got a divorce. My fucking daughter's not with me.
Please step out the car, please.
What in the is this? I'm trying to get home.
Step out the car, please, ma'am.
Yes, sir. What? No. No. What are you doing? Are you kidding me?
Somebody come get your car, please.
No, I don't have anybody.
Right off the bat, Ashley comes across as clearly agitated and tries to gain the officers' sympathy by telling them that she just went through a divorce with her husband, resulting in her losing custody of her daughter. Seeing as she just endangered the lives of a group of civilians, the officers do not accept this excuse and respond by telling her to get out of her vehicle in order to place her in handcuffs.
You guys, please don't. I just got a divorce. I'm trying to move. Please don't do this. What are you doing? I'm just trying to go to the gas.
While one officer drives her car to a safer position, the other officers place Ashley in the back of a police car in order to bring her to the station. This is where the case begins to take a shocking turn.
I'm trying to get to my neighborhood. Seriously, guys, I just got a divorce from the most evil man ever. I'm moving in like 2 days. I need to get off this island. Please, I'm sorry. I just
killed one of these people running, you know that?
No, I did not. Wasn't anywhere near them. They told me to beat the people over here.
I'll take care of the paperwork. Just, take that,
They're arresting me for... Run! Let me out! Please let me out!
Realizing that her situation has taken a turn for the worse, Ashley begins to plead with the officers to let her go by once again mentioning her toxic relationship and talking about the problems she is going through in her personal life. This approach, however, does not result in her receiving special treatment, as the officer reminds her that her behavior could have led to the death of the people she almost ran over with her car. Judging by her reaction, we can tell that Ashley is used to playing the victim, as she does not show concern for the well-being of anyone but herself.
Please let me out! I live in a $3 million house right down the street, and you won't let me out my neighborhood!
If you do that, you got
I mean, I f***ing turned!
I'm going to pepper spray.
Dude, I live in a $3 million house down the street. Can you write me up? My daughter, I'm gonna lose my daughter today! Look at this!
Kick the window.
That's my head! I didn't kick the window!
Whatever you do, bang your head in the window. If you don't sit here properly, I'm going to...
How long are we doing this for?
You've been warned.
How long has this been for?
Until I'm done doing what I need to do, man. Alright? I'll come talk to you in a second.
After having enough of her disruptive behavior, the officer tells Ashley that if she does not calm down, he will use his pepper spray to stop her from causing a scene. At this point, the officers are clearly fed up with her impulsive attitude, and things go from bad to worse when, instead of listening to the instructions, Ashley decides to brag about her expensive house and tries to push her way out of the vehicle.
But Chewies! Can I get out of here? Can I stand up? I'm having an anxiety attack. I am making a scene. This is my neighborhood. I'm a Snow Isle resident. I live in a $3 million house with these assholes. No, you did not.
Back in the car now. Back in the car.
Let me out.
she is not cooperating, the officers are forced to shut the door of the patrol unit with Ashley screaming in the back. As an interesting display of karma, we see the same group of runners that she was previously about to hit with her car peacefully continue their run past the police car in which Ashley is being held. But if you thought that this would make her reconsider her actions, you are about to find out the shocking scale of this suspect's entitlement.
Not right now.
I have an attorney though. I need him. I have the right to talk to them.
You're not being questioned at this time.
I have a right to talk to my attorney.
While every U.S. citizen has a right to legal representation, this claim can only be made when being questioned by police or appearing in front of a judge. Seeing as the officers are still investigating the scene of the crime, Ashley can choose not to answer any questions, but does not have the right to call her attorney before arriving at the station.
Please, I've lived here for 13 years. It was inappropriate of me. These runners are super important. The turkey trot bullshit's super important. Officers, I would be so appreciative if you wrote me as many big tickets and write-ups and arrests and just let me not go to jail today. I ruined everybody's plan trying to get me out. If you guys want to drive me to my house and take my car from right down the street, I would be so thankful on Thanksgiving for you guys not to bring me all the way to the jail. I've never been arrested for anything. I'm a good person. I'm sorry I had a rough morning. That was out of line.
Going through all the emotions, Ashley tries to act reasonable and accept responsibility for her mistakes. However, when she realizes that this will not lead to her receiving special treatment, her behavior becomes even worse.
Hello! Officer, please! This is so f***ed up. Like...
Spray? Spray? Man, stop that. Man, you're gonna get sprayed again.
Stop! This is inhumane, dude! This was really appropriate, like the housewife on Snell Isle getting pepper sprayed and thrown in the back of your car during a turkey trot run. Does this make you guys feel like you have big ass balls or something? Little short dick police officers? Please don't play on my phone. You have no right to go through all my naked pictures, you freaking weirdos. Yeah? Awesome. I hope you're ready, because I'm coming after you guys in court.
Ignoring her tantrums, the police officers wait for a second unit to arrive before deciding to transfer Ashley into a different vehicle.
Alright, I'm gonna transfer you into a different car. Alright? Come on.
I can't see. You're gonna have to get me out over on this side.
Alright, well I'll get you over on the other side.
Hey,
hang on 1 second. Wait a minute, wait. Hey, look.
You know I'm a Snell Isle resident?
Yeah, you're embarrassing yourself. Stop.
No, I'm not embarrassing myself. I'm a fucking mom on Snell Isle, and you guys fucking arrested me, pepper sprayed me 3 times. What? Do you want to see my boobs too? What are you guys doing?
Ron? I love this hurt.
Weirdos. No.
The fact that Ashley continues to claim that she is being mistreated by the police officers while completely disregarding the casualties she could have caused through her reckless driving shows the self-absorbed and unempathetic nature that likely comes from a lifetime of perceiving herself as an upper-class citizen that can get her way by screaming and threatening and deserves to be treated better than anyone else. An observation that becomes even more clear through her next actions after being placed in the car of the second unit. While the other police officers are still busy discussing the next steps, the female officer that just arrived on the scene opens the car door to have a conversation with Ashley, a conversation in which she reveals just how entitled she really is.
I just don't give a shit.
Well, I'm sorry about that.
Why you think I'm supposed to be quiet and not put down the St. Pete Police Department all over social media after this? This is what I do. That is a power that I have made with social media. I have an opinion and a voice. Yeah?
Well,
Between you guys and then I'm also doing a full-blown appeal on Judge Hellinger to have him removed because I was just given the most unfair trial ever.
Well, maybe instead of pointing fingers at everybody else, you might want to, like, kind of...
No, actually, like, I was given a very unfair trial. I'm pretty sure Pinellas County is f***ed up. It's, and what am I, some black, like, kid on a bike who's in the wrong neighborhood? And you guys beat me down with all this pepper spray? Because that's what you guys do. You guys are, yeah. You're treating me like one of those kids on a bike that drove up from, like the, yeah.
Well, now you're being ignorant.
No, I'm really not.
Yeah, no, that's ridiculous.
No, you're definitely treating me like a colored person. Yep, you're treating me not like a white woman, that's for damn sure. This'll be quite fun to appeal this in court. You took the white woman and pepper sprayed her on Thanksgiving.
It is incredible that even after her actions throughout this whole altercation, Ashley still finds a way to make her behavior more condemnable by assuming that because of her skin color, she should be treated better than someone else. It seems as if she is still trying to convince herself that she is the victim, and she has no limits in finding ways to do just that.
After I blast you all over social media for taking down the white woman on Thanksgiving during the turkey trot with pepper spray, like pieces of shit you guys are. Yeah? Yay, tagging St. Pete Police Department. I mean, yeah, I definitely feel like a black dude who like rode his bike up from like the South Trail right now is how you're treating me. And actually, I live in a $3 million house down the street. Yeah? You guys are just jealous too, because you guys make like $12 an hour.
Eventually, Ashley Lauren Morgan was charged with reckless driving, resisting an officer without violence, leaving the scene of a crash, and 2 felony counts of fleeing and eluding police. At the time of publishing, her exact punishment still remains unclear, yet by judging the number of charges, we can assume that she will not be let off lightly. But if you thought that rich Karens couldn't get any worse than this, just wait until you see what happens in our next case. Meet 24-year-old Stephanie Bloodworth, who, on February 21st, 2022, was confronted by Monroe County deputies after almost causing an accident involving her own vehicle and a palm tree. Much like in our last case, Stephanie initially fled the scene and went on to almost hit several pedestrians. But even after all of this, when the responding officers finally caught up to her, the clearly intoxicated suspect was not going to go down without a fight.
Tesla, North Bahama Drive. Hey! Hey! 511 Teslas just took off. Turn off the vehicle! Turn off the vehicle! Turn off the vehicle!
Jamaican Street or stop stationary.
After leading the police on a chase through a residential area, while noticing the sirens and flashing lights behind you, one would assume that the logical conclusion would be to cooperate with the officer's instructions as to not incriminate yourself any further. Stephanie, however, chooses to ignore the deputy's orders by opening the door to her vehicle and stepping out into the street, posing a threat to both herself and the officer. As if this lack of judgment wasn't enough, her next actions go to show that no matter how bad a situation already is, there is always a way to make it even worse.
Hands out of the window! Both hands! Both hands out of the window! Stay right in there! Don't move! Don't move! Turn off the vehicle! We're the stop sign on the corner of Indies Drive and Jamaican Street. Why are you running from me? Why are you running?
Don't get out and stay in the fucking vehicle right now.
Ma'am, just stay in the vehicle and keep your hands out of the window. Just stay there for now. Why are you... Sheriff's office. Ma'am, you need to stay right there. Both hands out! Ma'am! Sorry, what are you accusing me of? Ma'am? here right now.
Why?
Because I'm telling you to. Now you are.
So, why do you...
Ma'am,
What do you mean?
do you need me to pepper spray you? You need to get over here right now. Turn around!
After speeding through several streets, the officer finally manages to catch up to Stephanie's vehicle. An incredible observation is Stephanie's entitled behavior, laughing in the deputy's face and proclaiming that she owns the island before fleeing the scene. It is maybe for the first time in her young life that she is now about to find out the consequences to her actions.
511, she's refusing to comply. Get out of the vehicle.
You got me f***ed up, bro. I own this.
Actively resisting. Get out of the Get out of the vehicle! She's taking off! .5011, I'm in pursuit again.
Taking a left on North Bahama Drive.
We're stopped again. Turn off the vehicle! Sheriff's office!
Stop me over. Oh my God, Dad! They're arresting me!
With the help of a second officer, police are finally able to place the unruly suspect in handcuffs and conduct an investigation. At this point, Stephanie seems to finally realize the gravity of the situation, as while she is being placed on the ground, she panically begs for her dad on the phone to come help her. Judging by this reaction, we can only assume that using her father's wealth and connections is a tactic that has saved her from trouble many times in the past, an assumption that will be further confirmed by her next actions.
Dad! Dad!
Get on your
Dad! They have me on the floor! Dad! Dad! I don't know what I did! What am I doing? Why are you doing this?
One detained.
Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Why? Why? My dad's in the car. Why are you doing this?
Okay, let go of your phone.
No, I'm not. My dad is on the phone. And he's...
Hey!
You are not gonna kick me. This is not okay. Get your leg over here and turn over.
While the officers have called in for additional backup, Stephanie still seems to be under the impression that calling her dad would somehow resolve the situation. As a 24-year-old woman, however, she is well past the age where her parents would need to be notified by police. Meanwhile, having noticed a strong scent of alcohol, the officers decide to conduct a DUI investigation, which is when the case takes yet another turn for the worse.
Listen to me.
Dude, my parents
Do you-
have 3 houses here.
I suspect that you are under the
I was
influence.
just in one of them and
Do
going
you want to
the other
participate in standard field sobriety exercises to dispel my belief that you're driving under the influence?
Yes, of course I'm not. I'm not driving.
Ma'am,
I've been clean.
you need to listen to
I've been clean for 3 years. I've been clean for 3 years. Like, I don't know why this is happening to me.
I had no idea who this guy is. Ma'am, are you gonna do field sobriety exercises? Because I feel like you're under the...
Yeah, sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there anything you want?
Okay. Alright, you want me to go ahead and get it set up? Are you gonna do field sobriety exercises, ma'am? I need to know if you're...
I need you to bring my dad on site.
No, that's not gonna happen. Ma'am, I need to know, are you gonna do field sobriety exercises or not? Who is this guy?
When? That's my dad.
Okay, well he's gotta go.
As the clearly intoxicated suspect continues to fight with police, an older man shows up in the background, whose identity, by this point, I'm sure all of you can guess.
Stephanie, you have to calm down.
Well, why are they?
Copy 7275
Because you've been drinking, and you were speeding. And now the way you've acted, you've gotten yourself in a deep hole, and they're going to take you to jail. You're going to have to calm down.
Huh? She went to the floor.
There's nothing I can do.
Just see why.
Calm down. I'll get down there and see what I can. I'll try to get down there tonight. But you can't start acting out. It's just going to get worse.
What did I do?
Well, you've obviously, I don't know,
What did I do?
You know what you've done.
No, I don't. What did I do? Wait.
So,
What did
I'll
I do?
come down there if they'll
Why are
just...
there so many lights? Why?
Have I told you?
It just came.
You just got here.
She got you. She got out of the car. Got back in the car. Took off. We're at multiple stop signs. I am so happy that she was close. It's a blessing in disguise.
In a surprisingly refreshing manner, Stephanie's father does not try to excuse her behavior, but instead chooses to address his daughter directly, telling her that he has no way to help her and to be more responsible in the future. This goes to show that it's not always the parents that are to blame for their kids' entitled behavior, and that if Stephanie had inherited more of her dad's rational nature, she likely would not have found herself in these circumstances. Stephanie was then brought to the Monroe County Jail, where her blood alcohol levels were measured to be 3 times the legal limit, and she was subsequently charged with DUI, reckless driving, fleeing/eluding, and resisting an officer with violence. But what happens when there's not only one, but 2 entitled millionaires thinking the laws don't apply to them? The case of this unidentified couple starts on November 2nd, 2021, when a police officer patrolling a neighborhood in Venice, Los Angeles, noticed 2 illegally parked cars, with one of them not even having a tag. After unsuccessfully trying to reach the owners,
I need 2 1070s here, signal 91. 6528 for the second one.
the officer decides to tow the cars, which is when craziness ensues. While seemingly on the phone with her boyfriend, the woman claims not to have heard the officer repeatedly knocking on the door for 30 minutes.
You have an association with this car?
Yeah, it's my boyfriend's car.
Can you prove ownership?
Yeah, I have a title. The problem was it wasn't running. That's why it's been parked right there. But
Okay,
I
well,
tried to push it into the driveway.
We've been here for half an hour trying to reach someone. So now they have it, and now you'll
But
have
I'm
to
right
make
here.
a ring.
Is there any way you could just...
You don't own it? He doesn't own it?
Yes, we both own it.
Okay.
It is our car.
Is the title in your name?
It is in his name.
Then that does us no good.
He lives here. Excuse me. Okay. Please, can you please make an exception?
I've been here for half an hour. I banged on your door. Got nothing.
I didn't hear it.
Okay. So he can
you
go
please
show
not-
proof and he can pick it up.
Yet she instantly comes out of the house when her car is about to be towed, but instead of cooperating with law enforcement on the scene, she decides to escalate the situation by stepping in front of the car, blocking it from being towed. What she doesn't know yet is that this has been her first step into jail.
You're not the owner. I'm gonna count to 3,
They're
miss.
going to be here in 5 minutes.
You're gonna be arrested if you don't move.
They said, let me talk to my boyfriend real quick.
Move away or you'll be arrested.
You can't arrest me when they're going to be here in 5
Watch
minutes.
me? Are you an adult? You wanna watch?
Can you please stop?
Wanna watch?
Listen.
No,
Can you
no,
please-
I don't listen to you, miss.
Please stop your power
Last chance.
trip.
Last
Please
chance.
stop your
You
power
gonna move out of the way?
Please.
It's not your car. You're in the way.
Can you please listen to me?
No, you need to listen. Are you gonna move
Okay.
or not?
I will move.
Turn around. Place your hands behind your back.
No, they're gonna. He's saying he's gonna arrest me.
Turn around. Place your hands behind your back.
We're gonna sue the shit out of him. It's fine.
Okay. Are you gonna move or not? Yes or no?
You can't arrest me.
Yes, I can.
for
Turn
this.
around.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you don't have probable
Go
cause.
on to start.
You do not have probable cause. We're going.
I'm trying
to
not
sue the
to.
shit
I'm
out
trying
of
not to, but I can't. Obstruction is the probable cause. All right. Now we go. Now you're under arrest. We're going through a lane. Probably still taking 5 minutes. Traffic 12. No, probably have a white female 1015.
After placing the woman under arrest, the police officer tells the workers on the scene to continue with towing the car. But it is not long after this that the woman's boyfriend, who we previously heard on the phone, makes his appearance on the scene.
Down. Put my car's back down. We've had zero warning, zero anything. You're arresting my girlfriend for parked car. What the f is going on?
Unfortunately, this only serves to make the situation even worse. What's interesting at this point is how the man seems more concerned about his cars being towed than his girlfriend being arrested, which is a sign that he prioritizes his material possessions over other people. Switching back to the camera angle of the first officer, we see that a friend of the couple has also arrived on the scene, which is when the man confirms this suspicion even further.
What's going on here?
Well, now that if this is your vehicle,
Yes.
and you can prove ownership, now you'll have to pay the release fee.
No, why? I didn't do anything. Why is it getting towed?
It's illegally parked at a roadway hazard.
In a classic entitled manner, the man goes on to brag about how much money he makes, claiming to get paid more in a month than the police officers in a year.
The tow lot and make arrangements to pick up
You
your
guys
car.
are messing with the wrong f***ing people. You are going to be sued. I probably make more than you make in a 30
I have
Stand
no-
back to me.
I have no idea what this is.
You want to take possession of your friend's property? It's up there on the car.
It is important to note that under California law, any vehicle that is illegally parked or obstructing traffic can legally be towed, making the man's repeated threats of suing the police department even more dumb. Seeing as the situation has escalated, the officers decide to plan the next steps, but no one was expecting what would happen next.
The property. Off the property. Yes, where do you think he's standing?
Nope. I'm about there. I'm good. Are those her glasses or mine?
They were on the car. They're mine now.
Well, they look a lot like mine.
They were on the car.
After being called out for stealing the glasses, the man, who we now know is named Chester, runs back onto his property, clearly frightened by the officer's reaction.
I'm not doing it.
Why are you running?
Hey,
You're
get
not
off
doing
my
anything
property.
wrong.
Off my property.
Can we just
I
check
think
to
he
make
has
sure-
my eyeglasses, and you just threw them in there.
You gave them to me.
They were sitting.
Off my property.
They
Off
were
my
sitting
property.
on the
Yes,
car.
on my car, and you told me to get them.
Are
Yes, on my car.
those my officer's glasses or not? Do you want to be charged with theft, Chester?
Okay, fine. You want your glasses?
Yeah, after you threw them, if they're damaged, you're going to get charged with criminal
They
mischief.
already wrapped their up. Calm down. Where did they even go?
You threw them in here somewhere.
There they are. They're brand new. Good to go.
Officer Nick?
Are those yours or hers?
An interesting observation that shows his true nature is how he instructed his girlfriend to act during the initial arrest, compared to his own actions when faced with a similar situation. The officers, however, decide to end the case there and take the female suspect to the police station, where she was charged with 1 count of resisting an officer. It is unclear whether Chester faced any consequences for stealing or damaging property, so we can only hope that he takes this altercation as a learning experience for future encounters with police. If you made it to the end of this video, I would like to thank you for supporting our first project, and especially those of you that choose to be among our first subscribers, as we continue shining a light on the most intense cases.
Goodbye.